Welcome to this instructional video on how to farm for lead, which will later craft into ammo. Before we get started, if you like the video, please hit subscribe, and if you also want to leave a like, that would be great. Now the first thing you want to do is check the in-game time. The time needs to be somewhere between 8:30 PM and around about 3 or 4 AM to activate the daily event. As you can see, it's 12:08, so we'll head over to Camp Adams to activate the daily event. Now don't worry, it doesn't show up on the map like the other ones do. You have to actually fast travel there to activate it. Now if you haven't done any of the badges yet, I recommend that you try and do them first, because you can get the benefit of having extra possum badges. However, at the moment it is glitched, but hopefully Bethesda will get that sorted pretty quickly. Once you've spoken to Scout Leader Penny, the daily event will actually start. Now, there's actually only one reason we're here, and that is to farm a specific creature, and that is a blood bug. Blood bugs usually drop a blood bug proboscis, which equates to 2 acid. Now, if you do this daily event on your own, then it will not spawn as many, so if you can do it as part of a team, the more the merrier. The most I've ever seen is around about 30 or 40 blood bugs spawning at any one time. Have a quick look around while you're waiting for Scout Leader Penny to finish telling a story. There's various bits of loot that can be picked up. Now you can also go up to the vending machine, which is up on the right hand side, which will show you how many badges you've currently got. Just from farming this event myself, I have around about 12 badges. As I said before though, however, it is glitched, but hopefully Bethesda will get it sorted soon. Now badges can be exchanged for the backpack mods, which are very valuable when it comes to trading. As you can see, blood bugs have started to spawn. All you want to do is quickly take them out. They're not particularly dangerous, and you want to make sure you're picking up all of the loot that they drop. As you can see here, blood bug proboscis. Now unfortunately, the Butcher's Bounty perk card doesn't provide additional proboscis. It only provides blood bug meat, which is not useful for this particular instance, but it is good for food, as it increases your maximum HP if cooked. Once you've completed the entire quest, hopefully you'll have plenty of acid available. On this particular instance, because it was just me doing the event and the other player turned up quite late, we only ended up with around about 40 acid. But 40 acid will still smelt down to quite a significant amount of lead. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to Lucky Hole Mine. Now if you haven't discovered it yet, don't worry, because I'll show you where it is. It's pretty easy to get to. It's on the far right hand side of the map, as you can see here. Another thing we need to do is we need to get into our excavator power armor. This will actually allow us to pick up twice the amount of lead ore and carry at least another 100 pounds of carry weight. So once we've got in our power armor, we're going to head straight over to Lucky Hole Mine. Make sure before you go in that you pick up all the containers and gears and other bits of junk that's based outside. It's all mainly for steel, which we're going to need later on, as you'll see. When you get inside, make sure you also pick up all the loot inside the lockers. Things like brass miner lamps and wrenches. They're good for steel and lead. Now the first ore you're actually going to come to is this crystal vein. You can pick the crystal up if you want. It's good for repairing things like scopes and laser rifles, so I tend to pick it up on my way through as well. It doesn't weigh much, so it's worth picking up. Now as you walk through the mine, you'll come to these small alcoves, and in this first alcove to the left you'll see your first bit of ore. What you want to do is simply pick it up like you do anything else. You'll see in the top left corner exactly how much you're picking up. There'll also be a sound that denotes the same. As you continue to walk through the mine, you'll see many little alcoves. These ones usually contain between 3 or 4 separate ore deposits each. They're pretty obvious and they stand out with these much darker regions against the lighter regions. Now if you've gone through the mine properly, you should end up with about 240 separate pieces of lead ore. Now the best way to think of it is it's 2 concentric circles, a larger circle on the outside and a smaller circle on the inside. So if you end up coming right back to the start and you've got about 240 lead ore in mist,